Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Lauterbach, and I'm going to walk you through how to set up your Google Drawing to look like a science classroom in order to display your lab safety rule. So you should have gone over the Flynn Scientific Student Safety Contract and read through the rules. What you're now going to do is you're going to take a rule and you are going to demonstrate your understanding of that specific science rule by either hand drawing a poster or, in this case, if you're watching the video, creating a digital poster using Google Drawing. So I went ahead and picked 31 for our lab safety rule, and I just copied and pasted over to the little Word text box here so that I would remember to do that because that is a requirement in order to get points. So I just picked part of 31. 31 kind of has two parts in the lab safety, but we're going to focus on that all chemicals in the laboratory are to be considered dangerous. Do not touch, taste, or smell any chemicals unless specifically instructed to do so. So there's our rule. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of scooch it over here to the side so that I know it's there, but it's kind of out of the way. And I'm now going to walk you through how to create your digital room and kind of make it look a little three-dimensional. Now you can look at different formats that are already pre-set up for you in order to make a digital room. I'm just going to show you a basic so I can have a little more freedom in what I want my walls and floors to look like. So first I'm going to go over here, select Insert, pick Shape, and I'm going to pick this trapezoid shape right here. And it's going to give my floor a little three-dimensional look. I'm going to come to the edge of the corner here, and I'm going to pull that out. Okay. And I'm just going to try to get as close to the end as I can and leave it there. Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to add the walls so that there are 3 walls. And I'm going to select this line. It's going to give me the little cross arrows again, and I'm going to go from the corner of the line up straight as I can. Now here's a neat feature. I can do that already on this side, or I can copy and paste this line. So I'm going to go back to the arrow here. I'm going to copy and paste this line so it's the exact same as the one I just created, and I'll just drag it over to the end. So now I've got 3 little walls, best as I can. All right. So now to change the color, all right. I kind of tend towards green. I find green to be a little bit calming. So I'm going to right click, choose background, and pick this light green here. All right. And then the floor looks a little blue. So I'm going to change that color again. I'm going to right click and I'm going to format options and oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. It's actually because it's a shape already pre-made. I'm going to the paint can, and then I'm going to select my floor color. I'm going to do a little brown here. Perfect. All right, so there is my basic room format. So now I can add a little personality to my room. So I'm going to click Insert, Image, and I'm going to search Image. I highly, highly encourage you to find your images this route, okay? Insert, image, search the web, because anything on the web here would be considered, if you do it through Google Drive, is considered free and fair use. So you're not worrying about breaking copyright. So let's add a door. So let's say I want to add a door. I'm going to type in door, PNG, and then transparent background. So all the doors that I have won't have any extra little funky spacing. And I'm going to, this looks like my door in my room. So I'm going to select that and insert it in. Okay. And then obviously a science room is not a science room without lab tables. So again, I'm going to insert, image, search the web, sometimes I'm going to be a little specific, and I'm going to do work tables when I'm doing my Google search because I don't want a dinner table, and I want it to be specific to what we'll use in school. So a nice little desk there. All right, lots of options to choose from. I'm going to select these right here. And there's my work table. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to add 3 work tables. I'm going to right click, copy, right click, paste. All right. A shortcut way to do that is I can also Control C for copying and Control V for pasting. My lab tables right here. I'm going to make this one a little smaller by clicking on the corner. It changes my arrow to be having 2 little arrows on the end. A little smaller. We want our tables to be a little socially distanced, right? That's the thing now. Okay. Now let's add some stools. Image. And again, I want to make sure that I'm going to change this. All right, and I like this one. It's got a little modern look to it. There it is. Okay, now notice how big it is. Again, I'm going to click on the corner here, bring it down. All right, so notice I've moved the stool over here on the table to be on the other side. Again, now we have to keep things socially distanced, right? But it looks like it's sitting on the table, and I don't like that. So if I want to change that, I'm going to right click, select order, and I'm going to click send backwards. Okay, and I might have to do that another time until it goes backwards. Okay, if I go to the back, it'll put it behind my original trapezoid, which we don't want to do. So that's why we want to just keep doing the send to the back until it finally, there we go, goes to the background. All right. Do that again over here. Okay. All right. All right. And I'm just going to leave it to the 4 stools for now, just because I don't want this video to be super long. All right, so now that I've kind of made my room, made it cool, it's and pleasing to the eye, I need to remember the whole point of the project. It's to demonstrate a lab safety rule. In this case, that all chemicals in the lab safety are to be considered dangerous. Do not touch, taste, or smell any chemicals. So I'm going to insert, image, web, and I'm going to type in lab chemicals. All right, so I've got a couple options here. Maybe if I remove the transparency here, because chances are I just want the little clip art instruction. Oh, this looks good. All right, DNA isolation kit, looks good. All right, I'm going to copy and paste it for the tables. This one a little smaller since it's off in the corner. All right, and now let's see here. Insert, image, search. How about a little clip art person? I'm going to pick cartoon so that it looks like I won't get anybody like funky here. I like this. Guy with the red hair looks a little dazed and confused, like, what am I supposed to do in the lab? You should have read the directions. Okay. And I can choose to demonstrate following the rule, breaking the rule, or both. So in this case, I have my little guy here. I noticed that he's not wearing goggles next to the chemistry, so that's considered dangerous. But maybe I want to show both. So maybe I want to have a person who's wearing goggles beside him. Let me add transparent because I don't like all of the options given to me. And sometimes it's going to be a hit and miss kind of thing when I'm looking for things. Well, I'm not super fond. Maybe I can just add goggles. Perfect. Now he looks like he's ready to go. All right. So that's kind of a basic format and setup on